commentary videos have become a staple of what my channel is today, which is a very big contrast to an era that dominated my channel from 2011 to 2017, when I'd record my television screen and eventually rake in equipment necessary to improve what I'd hoped to be a successful stream of videos in the future. But they didn't. There'd come a time where I'd given up the Let's Plays and I felt burnt out. Meanwhile, a reformed passion was taking its place, as I got more invested into well-constructed analysis videos reviewing video games. And the enjoyment I have for analysis videos wouldn't be confined to one channel. They'd be explored. The more I explore, the more I was bound to open myself up to a copious amount of new voices with a unique style that defines them for their channel's identity. But the more I think about it, the more I ask myself the question, why oh why do I love making review videos myself? And why did my interest for Let's Play seemingly burn out over time? I mentioned a reformed passion, and I'd already mentioned the existence of channels like Rizzo, Raycevick, and Tim Henson. But believe it or not, that initial seed of interest began to slowly sprout back in the day when I still made Let's Play videos. Back when Kevin Savo still had the Dr. Nefarious 545 channel. I could still connect with classic games I loved while discovering Kevin and Matthew's favorite. It was my first trip into that world that I'd never exactly have the courage, skill, and equipment to tackle until many years later. Admittedly, I've yet to do a video game review I'm proud of. I'm still willing to give myself credit for staying in a world I was once timid of. Stepping out of the world of Let's Plays meant, to an extent, I'd stop and lose interest in certain content creators, though I wouldn't mind seeing their other productions from time to time. I did also briefly explore the reaction side of YouTube, but didn't find it to my liking after a brief period, though I still turn on various reactors here and there. It feels a lot more expressive to jot down ideas and initial impressions of something that I consumed, as opposed to being limited to only playing for a short amount of time because I had to do it for a recording, for the sake of entertaining others instead of myself. It got exhausting talking and playing for hours on end, only for it to get no views, while I'd already lost passion for the things said in those recordings. And that leads me to my next point. There was a heavy presence of inorganization with those Let's Play videos. Sure, in theory, I could have just tried hard enough to remember what I said by associating what point I was at in the game, but at that point, I'd begun to lose any pride for the content that I recorded. That's where the interest of reviews began to get stronger. Here, I can, with absolution, organize everything neatly, plan the footage I intend to use, while keeping the footage itself varied so they would carry some sort of impact for the topics I'd speak on, while that commentary is accompanied with music or any other visual aid I may wish to use. I may not wish to review everything, and I may not wish to watch every reviewer on the planet, but I'd give making and watching review content a solid 7.8 out of 10. Sometimes I'll find the time to reconsider opinions on a solid yet flawed gem that I never gave much of a chance, and other times I'll have hidden gems myself that I wish to share with my audience that exists on the platform. But at the end of the day, I still believe in using entertainment as a way to unwind while fueling some creative thought without staying confined to one show. The reviews only exist to take that creative thought for the sake of productivity that, at this point in time, I love to partake in. I cross my fingers that one day I'll find a job I love, since that will be the job that most people will cite as one where you don't work a day in your life. And that's all I have to say for now. Thank you once again for tuning in. I've got one more video that somewhat serves as a follow-up to this video. If you're interested, keep an eye out for it in the future. Until next time, everybody, have a wonderful day. Take care.